don't say too much. I just keep the touch. Baby, I don't say too much.
What is poppin', mi gente? ¿Qué es la que hay? Y bienvenido a mi canal. For today's video, I'm going to be testing out some new products for you guys. Some things maybe you have in your little Ulta cart or your Sephora cart. Well, mainly Ulta. I'm going to go ahead and test those things out for you guys here on camera today, in case any of you want to go ahead and check out those products. So if that is something that you would like to see, go ahead and keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the little bell down below just to get notified whenever I post a video. And like the video if you enjoy today's video. And don't forget to comment some of the things down below that you enjoyed from the video, anything that you've been looking at that you have been wanting to get. Go ahead and let your girl know. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. Alright guys, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes. Well, with my brows. Recently, I've been using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade. Mine is in the shade Black Brown. Looks like that. Alright, and then I'm going to be using some new brushes that I got for BH Cosmetics. They come in this little pouch. And inside are a couple of brushes. So we have like this powdered brush. We have this like buffering one. We have this one right here. And then we have a couple different eye brushes. And that's what that looks like. And since I've already kind of played around with this, because I wanted to try out the eyebrow brush, I want to tell you guys right now that this is probably one of my favorite brushes. I love that it's so thin. Certain brow products, they're so thick on the sides that it just makes it super difficult to try to go ahead and create a look of any sorts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my brows. If anything, I'll just be kind of like going really fast here, just because you guys already know what it is with brows. If you do want me to go ahead and do a more in-depth brow tutorial on how I get my brows done, let your girl know down in the comments. I want to know if you guys have any tricks too on how to speed up the brow process, because sometimes the brow process is super excruciating. So if you have any tips, go ahead and let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna speed up through this now. All right, you guys, so next I am gonna go ahead and clean up under my brows. I've been recently using Juvia's Place concealer. Mine is in the shade 18. It's actually one of my really recently favorites, and also for a darker shade to use as my contour, this one's the shade 8. So I'm gonna be using this shade right here to just clean up under my brows. And then I'm gonna be using one of the brushes from inside that bag that I got. And by the way, I got that from Ulta, but I'm pretty sure you can just order that off of their BH's Cosmetics website. And that's what the brush looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and just use that underneath my brows. So now I'm gonna be using the actual Beauty Blender sponge, and at first I was just like, you know what, it's like any other sponge. All I did was wash it and I was like, this is not like any other sponge. So it is super bouncy, super soft. It doesn't have the same texture as that Real Techniques ones that I use. It is $20 though, so that's like the biggest look, it hurts. It really does hurt. But let's go ahead and see how this performs. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and see how this is performing. So far, really good. This sucks. just one freaking sponge costing $20. But you know what? I love how it's looking. Yeah. I feel like it gives it more of like a sharp look. Damn it! I'm gonna have to keep buying this. I don't want to. It's so expensive. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use that same concealer. I'm gonna be using it as my eyeshadow primer because we're gonna be using a new palette for this video. And I'm gonna go back in with that sponge. Alright, so this looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, and mine is of course in the shade Banana. Okay. I'm sorry, it's just the contacts that I got, I'm adjusting to them. So yeah. Now I'm gonna be using this new palette. And I know what you guys are thinking, oh my god, it's Jaclyn, but I had to do it, you guys. This palette is very, very nice. It kind of feels like the old one, not gonna lie. This one feels really like hard and stuff, so I really do like that. And then when we open it up, I'm gonna take the little sheet off of it. I haven't used it, so this is gonna be my first reaction to it. This is what the shades look like, and I just had to get it. This is such a beautiful palette. I didn't expect myself to go out and get it, but I honestly just had to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use some of the brushes in this palette. And I think I'm gonna go with a more precise brush. Okay, it's gonna be this brush right here. It's a little bit more stubby and a little shorter. And I'm gonna go ahead and take in, I'm gonna take this color right here, Heart On. And it's this really pretty magenta red. And it has a bit of fallout, not gonna lie. But so far so good. Let's go ahead and see how this comes out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go in with this more fluffier brush and we're gonna blend this shit out. And then next I'm gonna go in with this color right here called Next. Ah! I scratched that black shade. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Next, and it's somewhat of a much darker purple. Almost hitting like a cranberry color. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of just blot that in the outer corners and just kind of spot it on there. There we go. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of just gonna work that product and not cut my crease because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet, but we're just gonna blend this out real quick. Now, I'm going to take somewhat of a more flatter brush. And I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Empowered. And it's somewhat of like a pinky red. And it looks like it has like some like pinkish flakes on there. So we're going to see how this looks. Ooh, that is a lot of product. Y'all see that? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and press that in to my lid. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and if you guys have looked at the look that she did, it had like, it was kind of like transparent. I really can't. So it looks white, but once you put it on the lid, it looks like a completely different color. It has like flakes of something different on top. Hold on, let me get my freaking, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip that in my corner. Oh, okay. I'm loving this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of just gonna go ahead and zoom on through this because we have already seen how I did this side. So I'm just gonna hop on back on the camera once I've finished doing this side. All right, so it looks like this. It is actually a really nice creamy looking substance. It looks like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over my T-zones. And honestly, the time I tried it at the store before I bought it, I completely and utterly fell in love with it because it just feels really refreshing on the skin. It doesn't really quite feel like a primer in itself. It feels just kind of like a moisturizer, and a very light moisturizer. It's very light on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the new CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. I picked up the shade Tan. I picked it up on our trip that we just did to Orlando yesterday. I haven't tried this out at all. Don't even know if it's a color match. I tried to see if it was because I figured it would be. Yeah, I feel like that is. Yeah, that's a good color match. Go me. I feel like with color matching, you never get the right like shade. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take the other end of that blending sponge. I feel like it looks really light on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't feel cakey. It looks like a complete exact match as to how I felt like it was in the store. But yeah, I feel like it's a really pretty foundation. It is a little bit buildable because when I first started putting it on, I felt like it was a little bit light coverage, but it did build it up a little bit. So I do like where it's at right now. Now I'm gonna go back in with that Juvia's Place concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and get this concealer under control. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually start bronzing up my face, and I'm using that Juvia's Place concealer that is in the shade 8, and I'm gonna use a little bit of it because with the Juvia's Place concealers, they really do go a long way with just a little bit of product. So you don't want to go ahead and cake yourself on just with any product in general, just because if you don't know how good it is or how bad it is or how much coverage it gives, you don't want to put too much, and that's what will end up happening. So with this, you'll see how much coverage I end up putting and how much comes out. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the Milani Luminoso blush, and it is a really nice pretty pink. And I'm going to go ahead and top that on my cheeks. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose one of the lashes from the Slay by Ella collection. I believe this is the Classy, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose more than likely these puppies right here in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, and then I'll be right back with you guys just to show you the finishing look. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and applied these lashes right here, and this is currently what it looks like. Go ahead and do is I'm gonna take this flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with that color right here that we used for my eyes. It's called Heart On. And I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath my eyes with it. Alright, so since I did already finish my face, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Let me just tell you guys that I swear by this shit now, and I'm gonna end up buying more of this. It's 14 bucks, so it does have a little bit of a price tag to it, but it's so freaking worth it that I'm gonna be going back for it more and more and more and many more times. So, let me go ahead and mist my face real quick. And one thing I absolutely love about this look, well, something I absolutely love about that mist is that it's super soft to the face, but it makes your makeup last all freaking day. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out right now. Just get the original one. It's amazing. And then since I didn't get a new part, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. And it's this really pretty pink shade. I haven't tested it out yet, so this is gonna be my first time testing it out. And of course, it's right in front of you guys. All right, I love that it has like a really soft mist to it. It has a really cute scent. And then of course, it's glossy, but not sticky glossy. I don't know if you guys have ever tried out like a gloss and it's just super sticky, where if your hair is like flying around everywhere, it continuously keeps trying to stick onto that. So I love it. I'm gonna end up getting another one too. I've heard really good stuff about the Fenty glosses. If you guys haven't checked them out, check them out now. But this one's really, really good. This one, like I said, it's in the shade Fussy. And it looks like that. I don't know if it's gonna focus on it. Whatever. It doesn't want to focus. I don't know what's wrong with it. But I believe that's all of the products for today. This is the finished look. Alright, so that is the finishing look. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, comment down below if you're going to end up getting any of the new stuff, anything you did enjoy from the video. Let me know in the comment section. I'm always wanting to hear from you guys. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you're doing, go ahead and do that now. Subscribe and hit the little bell just so that you get notified whenever I post a video. And that actually concludes this video. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I love you and see you in the next one. Bye.